lost weight before but still didn't like how your body felt, or if you're eating less than ever and somehow getting softer and not stronger, or if you're on a weight loss medication such as Ozempic or Mounjaro and thinking, well, what happens when this all stops? Well, this conversation today is just for you, because what most women are told to do in midlife actually works against their body, not with it. And that's why so many women end up feeling frustrated, tired, and starting over and over again. Sound familiar? Well, let me quickly tell you who I am so that you know where this is all coming from. My name is Jane Cleary and I'm a personal trainer, a qualified nutritionist, and a certified menopause coach. I work with midlife women from right around the world, many of whom are navigating perimenopause, menopause, or using GLP-1 medications. My role isn't just to help women lose weight, it's to help them build a body and a way of eating that actually holds up long term, especially when medications stop and real life continues. What I want to talk about today is why chasing weight loss the way we always have stops working, and what your body is actually responding to instead. The body doesn't understand goals, it understands patterns. And if the pattern is eating very little and doing a lot more movement, well, our body reads that as stress. And under stress, it adapts by conserving our energy. One of the easiest ways for it to do this is by reducing muscle, because muscle mass is expensive tissue. It requires energy, protein, and recovery to maintain. And that's why aggressive dieting often leads to weight loss without strength and a body that feels way less supportive rather than more. And this becomes more noticeable in midlife because muscles play a much bigger role now in blood sugar regulation, bone density, joint health, and overall resilience. This is why I talk about body composition to my clients and in my courses rather than just weight. Two women can eat the same calories, weigh the same on the scale, but look and feel completely different depending on how much muscle they're carrying. For women using GLP-1 medications, this matters even more. Appetite suppression can be incredibly helpful, but it also removes one of the body's natural safety checks. It becomes very easy to eat far less than your body actually needs, especially protein, without realizing it. When calories and protein stay too low for too long, muscle loss can happen quietly. Strength drops, recovery slows down, and metabolism adapts downward. The scale may continue to move in the direction you want it to, but the results often feel underwhelming or fragile. Protein is one of the main ways that we protect against that. It gives our bodies a reason to hold on to muscle. It supports recovery. It helps with fullness and stabilizes our blood sugar. You don't need to be chasing perfection. Just making protein the priority at meals changes outcomes dramatically. The size of the calorie deficit matters too. Larger deficits tend to create faster scale changes, but they also create more stress on the system. Smaller, steadier deficits are easier for our bodies to tolerate, easier to live with, and far more likely to preserve muscle and energy. Food itself doesn't need to be complicated. Repeating meals often works better than constantly changing things because consistency matters more than novelty. And yes, if you have a sweet tooth like me, well, desserts can still fit in with your plans. Removing it often is what causes plans to fall apart. Now, let's talk about movement, because this is where a lot of women either feel intimidated or think that they're doing it wrong. When I talk about strength training, I'm not talking about training like an athlete or spending hours in a gym. I'm talking about regularly asking your muscles to work against resistance so that the body understands that they're still needed. That signal can be very gentle at first. Body weight movements, light dumbbells, resistance bands, all of these count. The goal isn't for you to feel exhausted. The goal is tension and intention. If you're not strength training yet, 2 short sessions a week is often enough to begin. 10 to 15 minutes done consistently will do more for your body than an intense plan you can't sustain. And if you're already training, the focus shifts to how you train. When calories are lower, quality matters more than quantity. Good form, adequate rest between sets, and recovery between sessions all help protect muscle. Skipping your rest often turns strength work into cardio, which feels productive but doesn't deliver the same benefit. This is exactly why I created my Back to Basics workouts. They're built around the fundamentals that support long-term strength, such as proper form, joint support, and strengthening the muscles that stabilize and protect the body. They're ideal if you're new to strength training, but they're just as valuable for women who are already training and want to refine their technique and build more resilient strength. They can be done at home or in the gym, and they're designed to meet you where you are, not where you think you should be. If you're curious or want guidance on getting started, please leave a comment below. I will personally respond to each and every one of you. And if you prefer, you can also reach out to me directly through my website, and I'll also leave that direct link below as well. Either way, you don't have to figure this out alone. I also offer fortnightly online check-ins for all of my one-on-one online programs, which provides accountability and guidance, which is especially helpful for women navigating menopause or GLP-1 use who want a plan that adapts with them over time, rather than one that simply falls apart. Midlife bodies respond best to respect, enough fuel to function, enough protein to protect their muscle mass, movement that builds capability instead of breaking you down, and a plan you don't feel like you need to escape from. There's no rush here. There's no finish line that you're meant to sprint towards. This is about building something steady, a body that supports you now and continues to support you long after the scale stops being the focus. If this video was helpful, then please like it and subscribe to my channel. It really helps the YouTube algorithm recognize that this content has value, and it will share it with other women who may benefit. And if you know another woman navigating midlife, menopause, or a GLP-1 journey, then please share this with her. You'll also find more support on my website, where I share regular blogs, free guides, and practical resources to help you take this further. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in my next video.